Morning, Jay.
Morning.
Just wonder about Josh Archibald coming back into your lineup and how much his element can maybe help elevate the group a bit.
Yeah, I'm excited for what he can bring to the table for our team tonight. Obviously, he skates really well. He gets in on the forecheck. He's a good penalty killer. He has experience in this league on good teams, and I know he's really excited to play tonight, so looking forward to watching him play.
When you coach against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it seems to be sort of tactical with the way they do certain things, is it, and I know every team is challenging, but is it a challenge to coach against this team, and you've done it now once, and how was that matchup from a coaching standpoint?
Yeah, well, I think they're a really good hockey team, obviously two-time Stanley Cup champions. They know how to win. They do things to set themselves up to win. A lot of things that might go unnoticed, but are subtle good plays, and they play towards their identity and within their structure. And so for us, our challenge tonight is to make sure that we assert our game on them, to make sure that we play towards our identity and our structure.
Jay, just to confirm with Josh and his non-vaccination status, is he allowed on the plane? Is he allowed in certain places in the room? Is he allowed to go on the road? Or what's the status with him?
Yeah, well, his status right now is that we're at home, so he's able to play right now within the province of Alberta. He's if we were to go to Calgary, he would drive to Calgary.
So you won't have him for any other games, like no road?
As it sits right now, that is the case, yes.
Okay.
I just wonder about Archibald and just the fact that he hasn't played in almost 10 months. Does he, as a coach, are you comfortable putting him out in any situation, or are there some instances where you might have to pull him back, or what's kind of the game plan there?
Well, I think we're going to introduce him to the way we want the game to be played tonight. We're not going to ask him to do too much. He's going in on a line with Malone and Cassian. I think it suits the way that he plays the game. In terms of extra ice time, I think he can help our penalty kill, but we just want him to be himself and bring what he brings to the table. Like I said, he's got a lot of attributes that I think help teams win games.
Jesse Puljujarvi skated this morning. Is there any update on him in terms of how close he might be to?
He's progressing. I think that's the next step in his progression, was to join them. And it's nice to see him out there. I know he was excited to be with his teammates today.
With Josh, what was the checklist? What were the things you were looking for that made you say, okay, he's ready right now?
Well, he's gone through a bunch of practices, not only individual practices or private sessions, but also team practices. And he's put a lot of work in here, basically since the beginning of March. And you know, I just think that he can help our team win a game here, and that's what we're all about today, is to try and find a way to beat those two-time Stanley Cup champions.
And yeah, help you win. It's a bit of a pain to have a player who can only play home games. He can't do what makes it worth it to go through this, to have him in the lineup.
Well, I think, first of all, Arch is a valued member of our team. His teammates have a tremendous amount of respect for him. And in the end, you're listing the things that might be challenges. But as I said earlier, I think he's going to help us move the needle as a team here and help propel us as we head down the stretch run. And anytime you can add a player of his experience level and his skill set, I think it makes you a better team. So we're excited to have him, excited to see him and what he can bring to the table tonight.
Another guy you're getting back, obviously, tonight is Barry. I just wonder what you, by not having him in the lineup, and what you think he could bring in first game back.
Can you repeat the question? It kind of,
yeah. Tyson Barrie, getting him back. What have you missed by not having him in the lineup, and what do you think he can kind of bring in his first game back?
In my experience with Tyson Barrie, he's given us some good poised minutes on the back end. Some games we were running 70, some we were running 60, but he was able to calm the waters back there a little bit when things got dicey or sticky. And I just think he has the ability to make a really good first pass. He adds to the power play. We had him out there on the penalty kill for a little bit, and he's competed hard. like Josh, anytime you can add a player of Tyson's ability and skill set to your lineup, I think it makes you a better team.
Just piggybacking off of that, Jay, with Barry returning, he's on a pairing with Broberg. What do you need to see from those two? What's their niche?
Well, I think for Broberg, he's a great transporter of the puck. His legs get him out of trouble. He's jumped up in the rush and made us a faster group on the back end. For him, we like it when he keeps things simple, makes a good first pass, and picks his spots offensively. And I think for Tyson, I was looking at some footage of our last time in Tampa. Him and Broberg had some shifts together there, and we felt we played a really good game in Tampa. For Tyson, I think reintroducing himself or being reintroduced to the lineup, we would like him to play towards his strengths, which when I look at Tyson Barrie, he moves pucks. He has poise at the offensive blue line. He contributes to the power play. And if you look at the way our pairings are set up, we have a good veteran presence on each of those three pairings.